Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Igloo Cinema. And this week, while I watched the Iron Man with the Iron Fist, I also went and watched Flight. Now, Flight is an interesting slash boring kind of movie. It has potential, it has a good premise. Where Denzel Washington, who plays a character named Whip, is a pilot for an airplane, and he crashes it. And when he wakes up in the hospital, he's named a hero, but also people question his skills as a pilot because he was under the influence of alcohol and drugs when they tested his body in the hospital. And now people are questioning whether or not the plane crashed because of his alcohol intake and drug intake, or did he actually save a lot of people with his skills. And I think what really makes this movie interesting is Denzel Washington's character, because he is an interesting character. And what's interesting about him is this, despite him being such an unlikable character, I mean, he's an arrogant drunk who thinks he's the best, and proclaims that any other pilot who would have piloted the plane would have crashed and killed everyone, and he has the skills to at least save a majority of the passengers. So he's arrogant, but despite that, you get invested with him, and that's just such a cool characteristic of Whip. Also, I think he's a very tragic character, and because he is a great pilot and he does have all that skill. He was under control during that crash, but because of his alcoholism, it tarnishes his reputation as a good pilot. And throughout the whole movie, he's struggling with this alcoholism, and he's denying the fact that he's even addicted to alcohol. And while he's doing that, he's constantly drinking, he's miserable, he's pushing people that are trying to help him away from him. And, it's just this huge struggle, because, you really feel for him. He's a tragic character, because he's so awesome. He's, like, a really good pilot, but then again, he's just ruining all that potential with all that alcohol that he shouldn't be taking. And I mean, people trying to help him, but he's, fucking getting pissed off, all that shit. And he's just a very, very interesting character. I don't know how else to say it. And that's one of the strong points of this movie. However, I think what makes this movie boring and bad is the plot, the story. And it's obvious that I think they're trying to go for Academy Award with this movie, but I just think that the execution just ends up failing. The story's boring. The pacing is clunky as hell. It's really, really boring. And it has Oscar potential, but they just don't, execute the story right. And that's just how I feel. And whenever Denzel's character was being developed, I got interested. But then when the plot, started developing and happening, it just got really. I was bored out of my mind. And besides the characters, another strong point is the plane crash scene itself. That was actually very intense and had me on my seat. But despite that, everything after that is it just goes downhill from there. And yeah. So overall, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. I do not recommend you watch this movie. If you are a fan of Denzel Washington, I think you should pass up on this one. But that's just me. That's just how I feel. And yeah, so that's it for my review. If you liked the video, liked it, favorite if you want to favorite it. If you watched the movie, comment below and give your review on it, whether you liked it or not, agree or disagree with me, whatever. Opinions. And yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later.